Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff. The winds roar, the storms rage, but your feet are firmly planted. You feel the force of the world, but you do not move. Fish. This is what it means to be unshakable. This is what life demands of us, not to control the winds, but to master ourselves so the winds can do no harm. Today I share with you 5 ultimate rules. These are not simply ideas. They are practices that, if you live them, will help you become that rock on the cliff, that mountain in the storm. Let us begin. Most people in this world are driven by their desires. They wake up in the morning and the first thought is, what do I want today? What will make me feel good right now? What will bring me comfort in this moment? But the truth is, desire is like a flame on a candle in a storm. It flickers, it dances, but in a single gust, it disappears. Desire makes you chase pleasures that vanish as soon as you have them. Think about it. You crave the sweet taste of sugar, you eat it, fish. And within moments you are left empty, wanting more, never satisfied. You desire rest, so you sleep longer than you need. And when you wake, you feel heavier, not lighter. Desire is endless because it feeds itself, but never nourishes you. Discipline is something else entirely. Discipline is like the mountain that does not move no matter how strong the winds. Discipline means you wake up before the sun, even when your body tells you to sleep. Discipline means you train when no one is watching, when there is no applause, when there is no reward except the quiet satisfaction that you kept your promise to yourself. Fish, the strongest people in life are not those who had the most talent or the most opportunities. The strongest are those who had the courage to choose discipline over desire, again and again. Think of the man who decides he wants to become strong. Desire will take him to the gym for a day or two. He will lift some weights, fish. Take a photo in the mirror, maybe post it online to show the world. But when his muscles ache, when he no longer gets attention, when the desire fades, he stops. But discipline is different. Discipline makes him go back the next day, and the next and the next. Discipline keeps him lifting, even when no one cares, even when the mirror shows no change, even when his body protests. And one day, without realizing it, he becomes strong not just in muscle, but in mind. Fish, discipline over desire means choosing what is right over what is easy. It means studying when your friends are out having fun. It means saving your money when you want to spend it. It means speaking with kindness when you want to lash out in anger. Every time you choose discipline, fish, you are building a fortress within yourself. Desire will tell you take the shortcut. Discipline will remind you that the long road is where you find your strength. Look at nature. The river cuts through rock not because it flows fast, but because it keeps flowing. The bamboo stands tall because it bends without breaking and grows a little every day. This is discipline. Slow, steady, unshakable. If you can master this, fish, if you can wake each day and choose the hard thing because it is right, you will become unstoppable. No storm will break you. No failure will destroy you. No criticism will shake you. Imagine the version of yourself that has discipline, the version that keeps promises to yourself, the version that does not quit when things get hard. That version of you already exists, but you must choose it. Choose discipline over desire not once, but every moment. When the alarm rings, when the food tempts, when laziness whispers, when fear knocks, choose discipline, because discipline is the path to freedom, to mastery, to peace, fish. The one who masters discipline masters life. Desire may feel good for a moment, but discipline builds the life you truly want. Most people spend their lives running from discomfort. They avoid it like the rain, thinking if they stay dry, they will stay happy. But look closely at the people who have built something great. The people who stand strong when others fall. They are not the ones who avoided the rain. They are the ones who walked through the storm and kept walking. Discomfort is not your enemy. Discomfort is your greatest teacher. Every moment you feel pain, struggle, or challenge, you are standing at the doorway of growth. But too many turn back. Too many choose what is easy, and in doing so, they stay small. Fish. Think about the first time you tried something difficult. Maybe it was learning to ride a bicycle. The fear of falling, the trembling hands, the uncertainty in your heart. And yes, maybe you fell. Maybe you scraped your knee. Maybe you wanted to quit. But the only reason you ever learned to ride was because you kept going despite the discomfort. It wasn't comfort that taught you balance. It was falling, getting up, fish, trying again. The same rule applies to everything in life. You will not become stronger by staying in the soft, warm bed when the alarm rings, fish. You will not build discipline by giving in when your body says stop. You will not master your craft by practicing only when it feels good. Discomfort is the weight that builds your muscle. The more you embrace it, the stronger you become. Look at the man who chooses to run in the cold morning air. Every part of him says stay inside, stay warm, stay safe. But he steps out into the cold anyway. Each step he takes against that voice of comfort is a victory. Or the student who chooses to sit with his books when his friends call him out to play. It is not that he doesn't want joy or rest. It is that he wants growth more. In that moment, he is building a future that others will only dream about. Discomfort shapes you. Comfort keeps you the same. Heng reminds us that the mind wants to avoid what hurts. But the spirit knows that hurt is part of becoming whole. The mountain climber does not curse the steep path. He welcomes it, because he knows the view from the top can only be earned through struggle. The artist does not fear the empty canvas. He faces it, because he knows only through facing the blank space can beauty be created. And the warrior does not turn from the fight. He enters the arena, because only there can he discover his strength. There is a voice inside you that says stay safe, stay small, stay hidden. But there is another voice, quieter at first, that says step forward, take the challenge, feel the discomfort and grow. That second voice is the one that leads to mastery. It is the voice that tells you to speak when you are afraid, to try when failure is likely, to stand tall when you want to kneel. Those who listen to this voice will rise. Those who silence it will remain trapped in the cage of comfort. Discomfort is the path, not the obstacle. Embrace it, and you will become more than you ever imagined. Every great achievement in history began with someone who chose to face what was hard rather than run from it. Every great strength was once a weakness that someone was brave enough to confront. Every moment you feel discomfort, you are being given a gift. The gift of becoming who you are meant to be. Discomfort is not a punishment. It is the fire that forges the unbreakable. The question is, will you step into that fire? Or will you spend your life watching from the cold shadows? People spend so much of their lives chasing what has already passed or worrying about what has not yet come. They replay old conversations in their minds, wondering what they could have said differently. They fear the future. Creating stories in their heads about what could go wrong, what dangers might appear, what failures may come. But in doing this, they miss the only place where life actually exists. They miss the present moment. And in missing it, they miss their power. Because the truth is, the past cannot be changed, and the future cannot be controlled. The only thing you ever truly have is this breath, this step, this decision, right now. Imagine the archer who tries to hit a target while thinking about the last arrow he missed. His hands will shake, his aim will falter, and again he will miss. Imagine the driver who keeps looking in the rearview mirror while speeding down the road. He will crash, not because of what is behind him, but because he failed to see what was right in front of him. This is what happens when you fail to stay present. The mind becomes scattered, the heart becomes heavy, and your strength is divided. But when you stay here, fully here, you become focused, clear, and unshakable. Think of a craftsman carving wood. If his mind drifts to the mistakes of yesterday or the worries of tomorrow, his hands will slip. The beauty he seeks to create will be lost. But when his mind is with the wood, with the tool, with the moment, something extraordinary happens. He loses himself in the work, and the work becomes art. The same is true in your life. When you give your full attention to what is in front of you, no matter how small or simple, you begin to create something beautiful. It could be the way you speak to someone, the way you perform a task, the way you move through your day. Presence turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. Heng teaches that the breath is your anchor. When the mind begins to drift, return to the breath. Feel it enter, feel it leave. Each breath is a reminder that you are alive now, not yesterday, not tomorrow. The breath brings you back to where your power is. And when you are present, you see things others miss. You hear the lessons hidden in silence. You sense the truth beneath the noise. Presence sharpens your vision and steadies your step. In daily life, staying present can be as simple as listening fully when someone speaks, without waiting for your turn to talk. It can be as simple as tasting your food instead of rushing through it. It can be as simple as feeling the wind on your face as you walk, instead of being lost in thought. These small acts of presence create a mind that is calm, a heart that is steady, and a spirit that is strong. The world may pull at you with distractions, with fears, with regrets, But you always have the choice to return to this moment. And in this moment, you will find everything you need, fish. The warrior does not win by thinking of battles lost or battles yet to come. He wins by being fully in the fight he is facing now. The artist does not create by dreaming of paintings he might one day make. He creates by being with the canvas now. The master of life is not the one who controls the world. It is the one who has learned to be here, completely, no matter what the world brings. The present is not just a place. It is where your strength lives, where your wisdom grows, where your true self is waiting to be found. Every day when you wake up, you are given a certain amount of energy. Think of it like a sacred flame, small but powerful, that you must protect. Most people do not see it this way. They throw their energy everywhere without thinking. They give it to arguments that lead nowhere. They waste it worrying about things beyond their control. They spend it trying to please people who will never be satisfied. They allow their energy to be stolen by distractions, by negativity, by things that do not matter, fish. And at the end of the day, they feel empty, exhausted, lost, wondering why they have no strength left for the things that truly matter. But the wise person, the unshakable person, learns to guard this flame. They learn to protect their energy like a treasure because they know their entire life depends on it. Imagine you have a bag of gold. Would you give away handfuls to strangers who only want to use you and leave you empty, fish? Would you throw it into the wind hoping it might land somewhere useful? No, you would guard it. You would spend it where it brings value, where it builds something lasting. Fish, your energy is far more precious than gold. It fuels your thoughts, your actions, your dreams. Without it, you have nothing, fish. Protecting your energy means being mindful of where you place your attention, because where your attention goes, your energy flows. When you argue over small matters, fish, when you focus on the mistakes of others, when you get lost in gossip or comparison, you are pouring out your energy for nothing in return. Look at the man who keeps his energy safe. When others shout, he stays calm. When others rush, he moves with purpose. When others try to pull him into negativity, he stands firm. This man does not let the chaos of the world enter his mind or his heart. He chooses his battles, he chooses his words, he chooses his company. And because of this, his energy remains strong. This strength is not a gift he was born with. It is a discipline he built by refusing to waste himself on what does not deserve him. Shihengi reminds us that energy is life. If you give it freely to everything, you will have nothing left for what truly matters. Protect your mornings from the noise of the world. Protect your evenings from the weight of the day. Protect your mind from thoughts that weaken you. Protect your heart from emotions that drain you. Protect your body from habits that harm you. This is not selfishness. This is wisdom. Because only when you are strong can you lift others. Only when your flame burns bright can you light the way for someone lost in darkness. Fish, think of the person who stays up all night arguing with someone who does not want to understand. The next day, they are tired, unfocused, fish, unable to do the work that matters. Or the person who spends hours scrolling, comparing their life to others, and ends up feeling small, empty, defeated. Or the person who tries to please everyone, saying yes when they want to say no, until they have no time left for their own dreams. These are the traps of life, fish, and the only way out is to protect your energy as if your life depends on it, because it does. Your energy is the fuel that carries you through the storm, fish, that helps you rise after failure, that builds the future you dream of. Guard it, respect it, direct it toward what builds you, what grows you, what brings you closer to the person you are meant to become. Every person you meet, every challenge you face, every day that begins is an opportunity to learn and grow. Yet so many people move through life as if they already know enough. They stop asking questions, they stop seeking new lessons, they stop listening deeply. And without realizing it, they begin to shrink inside. The world becomes smaller, their dreams become weaker, their spirit begins to fade, fish. But those who stay unshakable understand something different. They understand that the moment you stop learning, you stop living. They understand that growth is not something you do for a few years and then rest. Growth is the path of a lifetime. Growth is what keeps your mind sharp, your heart open, fish, your spirit strong. Think about a tree. When it stops growing, it begins to die. It may still look strong on the outside for a while, but inside it is hollowing out. It is becoming weak. It is preparing to fall at the first strong wind. But a tree that keeps growing, that keeps sending roots deeper, that keeps reaching higher, that tree can stand through any storm. The The same is true for you. You must keep learning, keep stretching, keep seeking, fish. Or the world will pass you by and you will not even notice. The person who stops growing starts to complain more, starts to blame more, starts to fear more, because they have lost touch with the power that comes from discovering new truths, new skills, new strength within themselves. Look at the craftsman who has been working for 20 years. The one who keeps learning new techniques, who studies others, who challenges himself with harder tasks. His work keeps getting better, richer, more meaningful. But the one who decides he knows enough, who does not seek to improve, soon finds his work is forgotten, his skills outdated, his passion gone. Learning keeps your passion alive. Learning keeps your spirit young. It is not about being the best, fish. It is about being better than you were yesterday. It is about facing the unknown not with fear, but with excitement, with hunger, with the curiosity of a child who sees the world as a place of endless wonder. Heng teaches that life itself is the greatest teacher, but only for those willing to be students. The wind teaches patience. The rain teaches resilience. Failure teaches humility. Success teaches gratitude. Every person you meet, even the ones who challenge you, especially the ones who challenge you, can teach you something about yourself, about life, fish, about what it means to be human. But you must be willing to listen. You must be willing to admit that you do not know everything. You must be willing to see every moment as a chance to learn, because when you do, you begin to see growth in places others miss. You see lessons in the small, the simple, the ordinary. Imagine the man who thinks he knows enough. When new ideas come, he rejects them. When new challenges arise, he avoids them. When new people speak, he does not hear. Slowly, he becomes trapped in his own small world. But imagine the man who keeps learning. When a new idea comes, he explores it. When a new challenge arises, he embraces it. When new people speak, he listens with an open mind. This man grows wiser, stronger, freer with each passing day. Growth is not always loud. Sometimes it is in the quiet moments when you read a book that changes how you see the world. Sometimes it is in the stillness of reflection after a mistake. Sometimes it is in the courage to try something new even when you might fail. Those who keep learning, keep growing. Those who keep growing become unshakable. There comes a moment in every life when you must choose who you will be from this day forward. Will you be the one who lets fear decide, who lets comfort steal your dreams, who lets doubt silence your voice? Or will you be the one who rises, fish who faces the storm with steady eyes, who takes each challenge as fuel to build a fire within that no wind can blow out? Greatness is not given, it is earned. It is earned in the quiet mornings, when you choose discipline over ease. It is earned in the long nights, when you keep going after others have stopped. It is earned in every small decision where you choose growth over comfort, courage over fear, purpose over distraction. As the saying goes, fish, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. But the step must be taken, not talked about, not planned forever, but taken. The world will try to tell you that you are not ready, that you need more time, more approval, more certainty. But listen closely, the world is not your guide, fish. Your guide is the voice deep inside that whispers you are stronger than you think, you are braver than you believe, you are more capable than you ever imagined, and that voice is right. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the choice to begin, the choice to persist, fish, the choice to become unshakable no matter what the world throws at you. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for the perfect time. There is no perfect time, fish. There is only now, and now is where your power lies. Now is where your destiny begins. Remember the words of those who have walked this path before us. When you want to give up, remember fall 7 times, stand up 8. When the road seems too long, remember a river cuts through rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence. When fear tries to stop you, remember everything you have ever wanted is on the other side of fear. When doubt creeps in, remember doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. And when you wonder if you have what it takes, remember the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. You were not born to be average. You were not born to live small, to hide, to fade. You were born to shine, to build, to overcome, fish, to inspire. And that journey begins with a decision only you can make. Look at your hands, look at your heart, look at your life. You have everything you need to begin. Fish, the tools may be simple, but in the hands of someone determined, they build miracles. The path may be hard, but for the one who refuses to quit, fish, it leads to places others only dream of. The storm may be strong, but the one who stands firm becomes stronger still. So take a deep breath. Feel the power within you, fish. Feel the fire that has been waiting for you to say yes to the challenge, yes to the growth, yes to becoming the person you were meant to be. Because at the end of your life, it will not be the easy days that you remember. It will be the moments you stood tall, you fought hard, you gave your all, and you became unshakable.